Hi everyone, it's Phil here from Ashland Leather. Really excited to show you our next offering for shell Cordovan belts. Now this is one that I've been looking forward to for a long time. We've got raw denim shell Cordovan. And if you're not familiar with our shell Cordovan belts, this is something we have started doing this year, and it is by pre-order. And I was thinking about it a bit. We've started off sort of in order of my favorite Cordovan colors. We did color 4 shell. I think we did 1 or 2 amaretto shell Cordovan pieces. And the last batch we did was natural shell Cordovan. This time we're doing the raw denim shell Cordovan, which is next up on my list for favorite shell colors. The reason I'm looking forward to this one most is because I think this has never existed before. There's not much raw denim shell Cordovan available in the world at all. And given that this Cordovan color is not produced very often, it's probably the first time this ever existed. What makes the Cordovan belts a little bit more unique is they have to be assembled using 3 different segments of leather. So as I pull this one down here, you might be able to see some of the joints like right here. And that's because each piece of shell Cordovan is a small oval. They're roughly 2 square feet. So you're never able to get one individual shell that will fully enclose your entire body. And because the Cordovan is not long enough to fit around your entire waist, we have to use 3 different segments of that shell Cordovan leather. Now, what's really cool about the shell Cordovan belts is the history that we've sort of tied back into the world here. In 1905, Horween Leather Company started making shell Cordovan as well as the veg side on the back. These are horse butt strips. They were using both of those parts to make razor strops, and those were to hone and to sharpen straight razors. We've done the same thing here with the belt. So on one side, you have the shell Cordovan. On the back side, this is the horse butt strip that's a little bit more grainy. So in theory, you could take your belt off, put it up on the wall, and hone your straight razor. And given that the raw denim shell Cordovan is a little bit more rare, we're going to have to limit the amount of belts that we can do. So if you're interested in one of these belts, they're up right now for pre-order on the private stock page of our website. And they're going to take us about 8 to 12 weeks to make. And let's take a look at some of the features of the belt. Of course, we have a solid brass buckle with an antique brass finish. These are all stitched with a matching blue thread that goes very nicely with the denim color. And as we talk about the color very briefly, the raw denim shell Cordovan is a very nice aqua blue shade. And in the photos, I'm noticing this is the lightest possible representation of that denim blue shell Cordovan. If you were to take it out into the sunlight, for example, this is the color that you would see. If you take it back inside, maybe it's a little bit more dimly lit. The color will appear much darker, but it does retain a lot of that blue undertone to it. And down to the adjustment side holes of the belt, we have 7 different teardrop shaped holes. So it should last you a very long time, whether you gain a little bit of weight or maybe you shrink a little bit. Those 7 adjustment holes will give you a lot of opportunity to change and to wear this belt for many, many years. A note about sizing. The best way to size for your belt is to take off your current belt and measure from the pin of your buckle to whatever hole you're currently wearing. And that size, plus or minus an inch, is the size you're going to want to order. Most people, when they're sizing for the belts, they will pick a size that's roughly 2 inches larger than their jean size. So for example, if you wear a 34-inch jean, you might want to pick out a 36-inch belt. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at the leather. You can see the raw denim shell Cordovan is very flat, smooth, and even. However, it has not been polished in like a normal piece of shell Cordovan. So it doesn't have that same bright, shiny luster. It's a little bit more of a matte finish. And on this color, I think it makes the color a little bit more vibrant. Let's flip the belt over to have a closer look at this very nice natural color of veg tan leather on the back. And this is a product that Horween calls horse butt strips. And this is the natural color because there's no stain applied. If you look closely at this leather, you can see it's much more grainy and textured when compared to that very smooth and dense fiber layer of the shell on the opposite side. The other great thing about this light veg color for the inside of the belt is it will accumulate a significant patina, especially if you wear this with some raw denim jeans. All right, there you go. Raw denim shell Cordovan belt. Really excited for this one. I'm gonna have to put myself in for the pre-order because I want to wear one of these also. And if you're interested in joining me in that experience, you can pick them up on our website, ashlandleather.com. Of course, if you have any questions about sizing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I'd be happy to help you there. And if you're interested in helping us out for the next round of shell Cordovan belts, I'd be really curious to hear what colors you would like to see. I recently was chatting with a customer. They said they'd like to see some garnet shell Cordovan for their belts. Maybe that's the next one, but I'd really be curious to see what you guys want to do for the next run of shell Cordovan belts, maybe in the fall of this year. So thanks again for checking out the video. Until next time, hope you have a good one and take care.